says I'm live. Okay, I don't think anyone is on, but I think I've officially got this going. I had many technical difficulties. I tried getting this set up on multiple computers and laptops, but here we are on a phone. So now I can, well, no one's here, but I guess I'll just start talking. I'm Bursky, the director of All Around Artsy Productions, this YouTube page. I decided to try to live stream because I am celebrating and thanking you guys for helping me reach over 3,000 subscribers. And on my video, or my film, Tree Hugger, we reached over 200,000 views, which is really exciting for me. And it's, yeah, I just can't believe it. And it's thanks to my viewers. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys and let you guys know that I'm just so thankful, and I love reading your comments, and I love just having that back and forth with my audience and with my people. So thank you. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about my background as a filmmaker, and any time throughout this, feel free to send me questions because I would love to answer any questions you have. Yeah, so I am currently 21 years old. Hi, TJ. Hello. I'm 21. I started making films. I made my first official film with a crew when I was 13, and before that I was making little animations and whatnot. And some of the films on my channel I made when I was pretty young. I made We're Okay when I was like a senior in high school, and then Tree Hugger, I think I made that when I was 18. Anyways, my favorite thing about filmmaking? Well, I personally love all forms of art. I really love music, and I love colors, and I love acting and writing and all of that. So with filmmaking, I can secretly combine everything. So I think my favorite thing about filmmaking is that it's my secret way of pursuing all forms of art, and also I can tell stories about anything, and I can, pursue just whatever. I can just adventure through life, and I can connect up to people. So yeah, so that was kind of not like one thing, but it's my favorite one thing about filmmaking is that it's everything. Yeah. And Lindsay, I think I just saw Lindsay say hello. Yay! Oh, so everyone watching this now or in the future, Lindsay, she's the actress, and I think she's watching this right now. She is the actress in two upcoming films of mine. One is finished, and I'm going to be releasing on this channel probably next month. It's having its premiere very soon, so I'm just waiting for that. And then I'll put that online. And then, let's see. What was, I can't see the chat messages. Can you see the chat messages? The last one, who's that from? Oh, here, TJ, can you, do you have a specific question of what you mean? Do you mean in regards to, like LGBT filmmaking, or, because if you give me a more specific question, I would love to answer. Yeah. Let me get these questions up. Oh, here we go, now I can see better. Cool. Yeah, so TJ, if you give me another specific question based off of that, I would love to answer. Yeah. So next month I'm releasing a film called Fake Emma, and Lindsay, who's watching this right now, is the lead actress in that. And I'm also going to be releasing a film called Closet Made of Sheets, which is, it's a film about these two girls who are sharing their fantasies with one another, and by the end of it, it turns into more of an LGBT film. So anyways, really excited about that one. It's really fun. I had a lot of fun making it, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Yeah. Oh, Fuzzy Cats Rock. Hey, I am the director of this channel, so all the films on here are directed by me. Yeah. Yeah, like, what would you say to the homophobic people that comment? Oh, what would I say to the homophobic people that comment on my LGBT films? Man, that's really tricky, because, I mean, it can be kind of intimidating and scary, you know, to respond to things like that. But I think the cool thing about YouTube is that it gives a chance for people to respond to things as a community. So I would hope that that other people on my channel can help to educate and enlighten people who have less understanding and less tolerance. So I think together we can, you know, respond to negativity by just shedding light on how we need to be treated equally. You know, everyone needs to be treated equally, and, you know, we can't tolerate that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Does that answer your question? Let's see. Any other questions? Oh, thanks. Cool. I'm excited to release my new films. Yay. Yeah, let's see. I have another film that I'll be releasing once it's finished. It's called Period. And this one is very, pretty crazy. It's, like a lot of my films, it's dealing with the world in our mind versus the real world, and how the lines between those worlds can sometimes, you know, go away, where we're just unsure of, like, what is reality, what's in my mind, what are the projections from my mind, what are the daydreams, the desires, the fears, and how this world just starts to bleed out into reality, and we just can't tell the difference. So my upcoming film, Period, is again dealing with that sort of thing, but it's also dealing with cults and getting your period, and a prophet, and some other strange things. So yeah. What advice would you give to a new actress? Oh, cool. Okay, I love working with, you know, new and upcoming actresses. So the advice I would give to a new actress is just go for it, and, you know, audition for things. Check out backstage.com and send in auditions. There's I don't know where you're located, but there are different websites. Like in the South, there's a website called Southern Casting Call, and then you can just, like, look through all these different casting calls. So just, you know, audition for things and send in video auditions, show up for auditions, and then, you know, if you don't land anything, you shouldn't let that stop you, because you can just be a creator. And again, like YouTube is amazing, because, you know, you can just create your own stuff and just start experimenting and creating and letting yourself act in the roles you want to do. So the advice I would give is, you know, audition, don't be afraid, but also let yourself be creative, and don't wait. You don't need to wait. You can start whenever you want. So just go for it. Yeah. Hey, thanks. I like my hat too. This is my soul hat. Let's see. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Brenda. I really appreciate that. I feel like, you know, I feel a lot, and through my filmmaking, I have an outlet to let those emotions out. Otherwise, they start to get kind of bottled up. So, thank you, Filmmaking and Art. Let's see, Katie. I just started doing a film course at college. I'm so Oh, yeah. So, Katie, your question about finding actors when you're making budget films. Yeah, so some of the resources I just mentioned, I use for casting. So backstage.com, I use that for casting calls. Even for some of the unpaid projects, you can list projects that you're not paying. So I usually post it on backstage.com. I post it all over Facebook. So post it on your Facebook page, but also usually there'll be Facebook groups for your area. So for me, I'm based out of North Carolina, and there are lots of different Facebook groups for North Carolina actors, North Carolina filmmakers, and so just like find those groups, share your casting call, and just get it out to as many places as possible. You can even contact local acting groups or like theater groups or acting agencies and just send them your casting call and just let them know this is a student project, there's no pay, but you'll receive credit, we'll provide meals or whatever it is. So yeah, just send it out there. Lulu, aw. Well, hi, Lulu. Yay. Hayden, hola. Any other questions, guys? Which films have you guys seen of mine? Did you guys see, like, We're Okay or Tree Hugger? Or did you just randomly find this? I'm curious. How am I? I'm good. I'm pretty good. I was pretty nervous about doing a live stream, honestly, but here I am, just going for it. Aw, thank you. I really enjoyed making Tree Hugger. It was really, because of the subject matter, it was pretty hard, a difficult film to make because it's really emotional, but it was definitely worth making to think about all those things and, really process it. Aw. Yay, hi, hey, hi everybody. Yay. Aw. Brenda, I'm giving you a hug. This is my air hug. Lots of hugs. We all need hugs. Aw, yay. Yeah, so I am the director of Tree Hugger. For all the films on my channel, I direct and write them, and occasionally I act in some of them. It just depends. So writing and directing is my main thing, and then I have a lot of other passions. So I love to edit as well, and to sometimes create music, and all the artsy things. Yeah. Oh, my favorite film to make. It's probably my film We're Okay. I made it my senior year of high school. It was my senior thesis film. I actually went to this high school boarding school where you major in an art form in high school, which is really awesome. So I lived in a dorm and studied filmmaking for half my school day. So anyway, so I made We're Okay during my senior year, and during that time I was dealing with really severe depression and a lot of other things. And so I decided that I was going to make a film where I really examined that and really just was honest about those experiences, which was really, it was extremely difficult. Every step of the process was kind of scary. When I wrote it and then I workshopped the script, I was nervous for people to read it because I was scared they would, think differently of me or think I was messed up or think, whatever it is. So that part was hard. And then actually filming it and working with the actors and then showing the film. So every step of the process was really, it was always pulling at me and making me so nervous. But then by the end of it, when I showed people, the response I got was incredible because I had people who were opening up to me about their secrets and their struggles. And I realized that that's why I'm making films, is so that I can connect up to strangers, and I can tell them, like, hey, I've suffered, I've dealt with things, but I'm going to talk about it, and you can tell me about it too, because I really believe that we need to have a culture that's more open to communication and open to just healthy communication and understanding and being there for others. So making the film We're Okay really solidified why I make films, and it's just a really powerful process for me. Yeah. Let's see. Trigger was so good with actors. The actors in Tree Hugger were all indeed high school students. Yeah. So they were all, I think they were all about 16 years old, all around that age. Yeah. Room tour. Haha. Well, right now I'm not in my bedroom, but I'm in this like music studio. It's called Other Southern Studios, and I collaborate with the owner. His name's Robert Gowan, and there's a ton of instruments everywhere. So it's really creative in here. And behind me is actually a sound booth where we can, record music. So a lot of albums have been recorded back there. There's drum. There's a lot of weird instruments. Here, let's see. Oh, here, let me show you. Let's see. Let me get something fun. Anyways, that was random. But there you go. That's where I'm at right now. What about high school? Any advice? Oh, any advice about high school? Yeah, well, for me, high school was a really tough time because I was dealing with really severe depression. And so a lot of the time I felt really lonely and I felt like no one really understood what I was going through. And I had a lot of really negative thought patterns, I guess you could say, where I felt like people, I don't know, like I had a lot of friends and I probably seemed like I was super happy, but then inside I felt very different than that, you know. Um, but what I learned is the thing that has really helped me is to be super open, especially, you know, with the people you trust, but also having the faith to just like allow yourself the freedom to express your true experiences. So I guess my biggest piece of advice for going through high school would just be to allow yourself to communicate, allow yourself to express your needs, and you know, just be vocal about how you are, how you're feeling, and what you need. Um, yeah. Let's see. How do you start out in filmmaking? How do you start out in filmmaking? Yeah. So Katie, wow, let's see, there's a lot of things I could say about that. Um, I mean, you could always just start experimenting. Anything. You can make films about anything. You could, you know, you could make a film just using yourself. You could get some friends and craft a story together. You could animate something. I used to animate with Legos. I used to animate with whiteboards and do just hand-drawn animations. You can use clay, whatever. So you have a lot of options. So I would just say, go for it. Just try it out. When I was first starting out, I got really into After Effects, which is special effects software, and I found a ton of tutorials online. So if there's anything that really, you know, lights you up, something you find yourself randomly passionate about, just look into tutorials and just start educating yourself on it. And then posting on YouTube or post it just, you know, somewhere online and start to get a response from it if you want. And another cool thing, I don't know Katie, how old are you? You don't have to tell me, but if you're like in high school, there are a lot of high school film festivals and high school competitions, and college as well. So depending on your age, you can submit your films and have them screened, and it's really exciting. So I would just tell you to start looking into all that stuff and not limit yourself. So if you have a camera and a tripod, then you're great. You have a lot. I don't even have a tripod right now. I need to get a new one. So you're ahead of me. Let's see. But thank you for the questions. The reason that a lot of your films are focused on. Oh, why a lot of my films are LGBT. Yeah, so I I guess I don't like to label myself, but you know, it's so weird. I don't even want to say bisexual, but I guess I'm like pansexual or whatever because don't, it's just, you know, a soul to soul connection regardless of whatever. Um, and so because that's a part of my identity and because I love romance, because I think romance for me is just, it's so beautiful, it's so magical. So a lot of my films deal with romance or have romantic qualities. So a lot of my films end up having LGBT themes because a big part of myself is that, is just, you know, I'm just always drawn to whoever I'm drawn towards, and I sometimes make films about it, and I love making LGBT films. It's just one of my passions. Let's see. Bye, Isabella. I love you. 16K. I'm just pansexual. Oh, cool. You should make a romantic movie. Charis. Am I saying your name right? Charis? I'm gonna say Charis for now. Well, I don't know. Have you seen my film Wildflowers? It's like a love trio film. It's pretty romantic, maybe. Charis, that's not how you say it? Or you haven't seen Wildflowers? Oh, you love it. Cool. So I'm going to be releasing another film next month called Closet Made of Sheets. I'm actually acting in it with the woman who's in Wildflowers. So the two of us are in it. And in the film, the two of us are actually talking about, it's going to sound kind of funny, but like our fantasies, you know, or just like joking around or whatever. And so then it gets pretty steamy. Anyways, by the end of it, the two of us have our special connection. So next month, I'll be, after I show it at a film festival, then I'll be putting it online. So stay tuned for that one. I'm pretty excited to put that online. Let's see. I love making romantic films. Bleach, drink me. I love you. I'm your biggest fan. Aw, I'm sending you a hug. Katie, is Wildflowers about fantasy flower? Yeah, so Wildflowers, when I was making it, what I was thinking, when someone is making art, or when I'm making art, sometimes I get so into the process, so into what I'm creating, that becomes my world, that becomes just, that consumes my mind. So in Wildflowers, the main character, she's this painter, and while she's painting, I imagine that she was just daydreaming, and she was thinking about her desires, and so hypothetically, she was painting and imagining this couple, you know, this beautiful couple, but then it starts to become something that's real. Like, are they actually there, or are they in their, are they just in her mind? So that question arises as a metaphor and a reflection of how when we're creating our art, that line just starts to disappear. That line between what's in our mind, what we're desiring, what we're imagining, and our reality, because of the consuming nature, and the consuming nature of when our minds just become so powerful and so obsessed with what we want, I guess. So that's what I was thinking. That's part of what I was thinking. Let's see. How do you come up with films? Anna, thank you. And Charis. For every film it's different, but I guess I'm very easily inspired, so I'm, you know, every moment I have new ideas all the time. So each one, I don't know, each one has a different story. Some of it comes from really sitting with deep, heavy emotions and thoughts that are just stuck inside of myself that I feel like I need to process. Some of it comes from just really wanting to have fun and be crazy. Some of it, a lot of it, you know what, a lot of it really comes from this, like a feeling inside of myself, like I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost like a vibe. I feel like everybody has it. It's kind of like the way you feel about the world, but you can't really describe it because it's just a feeling. So I think there's usually a feeling inside of myself that I just don't know how to word, and so I kind of have to make a film, otherwise I feel stuck, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Hi, Jasmine, I think that's her name. Hi, and hi, Triplet Power. Yay. Aw, thanks, it's Monique. Do you guys have any other questions about anything? I was wondering if any of you guys had, if you had some sort of content that you'd like to see me make, or any ideas of, after seeing my films or seeing some of my work, if you had any, you know, just ideas or thoughts about what you'd like me to do next. So if you do, feel free to chat about that or comment, or ask me any questions. Yeah. Let's see. What should I talk about? I could talk about Tree Hugger. A series would be super cool if you have ideas. Yeah, Katie, that's so funny. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about potentially making a series. This month I'm so busy, but I was thinking after this month, when I finish, I'm directing a lot of music videos this month. So after I direct those music videos, I wanted to sit down and really like think about a series. a magical one. I think no matter what I do, there's going to be a little magic and fantasy in there. So, yeah. Oh, and Cheris, a bowling film. That's all. Yeah, that's a really important topic. I'm actually in the next few weeks. I'm doing cinematography on this anti-bullying music video. So that's something that I'm working on. But yeah, definitely. Cord Rocks. Hey, cool. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by and saying hey. Yeah. And Anna, cool. Aw, thanks for doing that as well. I like stuff mainstream. Triplet power. Yeah, I agree. There's so many important topics that are not talked about, and I think that's something that I'd like to see change. I really want people. I want to culturally see a shift where people feel more comfortable talking about the things that we don't usually talk about. So that could be depression, sexuality, just all those different things, you know. So yeah. Yeah, and in terms of that topic, that's definitely something that fuels a lot of my films, and I'll continue to make films that are authentic to my experiences and also in touch with other people's experiences of just, you know, the thoughts and the feelings that we're unable to talk about. Hopefully I'm making sense. I hope I'm not being wordy. Hey, Paige Irene Film, thank you! Aw. Thank you for the congrats. Yeah, I just won for a documentary I have on my channel called Close to the Window. It's actually a documentary about using art to express yourself and as a way to like cope with depression. So if you want to check that out, it's on my channel. And yeah, just won Best College Doc at a film festival in New York called All American High School Film Festival. So for any of you guys who are watching who are filmmakers, I would suggest, if you're in high school or not, if you're college age up to 25, you can also submit, but definitely send your films to that festival, All American High School Film Festival. It's awesome. Let's see, fantasy films, stop motion. That's the first one. Aw, thanks, Katie. Yeah, I love doing stop motion. It's so much fun. It takes a lot of time, but I love this surreal, weird feeling you get when you watch it. It's totally worth it to me to just, you know, get sucked into that world of just like frame by frame. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, thanks. It's Monique. Could you make one about bullying? Yeah, that's an important topic. I should think more about that. Yeah. I'll keep that topic in mind for some of my future films for sure. Anna. Bye, Anna. Awesome. Yeah, maybe I'll do more live streams for sure. Paige, so my process to develop a story to its full potential. Yeah, I feel like my process is always changing a little bit, and it depends on the project. So sometimes it'll start off where I have just a feeling, or sometimes it'll start off where I have basically the whole story idea. But generally, I'll outline my concept, then write a draft and fine tune it and whatnot, and sometimes bring other people in on the process to read and give me feedback. But sometimes it's not that, you know, cut and dry. Sometimes like my most recent film that I shot, Period, it has a lot of layers. There's like all these different layers of reality. There's like this layer of reality, there's this layer of reality, but then this layer of reality might not be real, and then within this world there's another dream world. Anyways, there's just there was so much to think about, so the writing process felt much more daydreamy. I had to really allow myself to daydream to go into that world. So I think a big part of my process in developing a story is giving myself a chance to daydream so that I can enter that fictional world and I can be a part of it, so that I can, you know, really tap into some of the details and the idiosyncrasies of this new world I'm creating in my script. So, yeah. Chairs. How long does it take to make a film usually? Every film's different. So Tree Hugger took longer than a lot of them. That one I think was like 7 months. But I was probably doing some other things. I also had like a job at one point, whatever. But yeah, it was like a 7-month process. But then 2 weeks ago, I made a film that I'm gonna release next month called Fake Emma, and that one was like a week-long process. So, you know, sometimes, oh, okay, a lot of my films, I've also done a lot of 48-hour films, which you guys should totally do. It's so cool. If you like making films, you should enter it. You have 48 hours to make a whole short film, and it happens all over the world. So I'm a little addicted to it because it's definitely like an adrenaline kind of thing. You drink lots of coffee and you go crazy. So I've done 12 or 13 of them. So on my channel, my films, Adulthood, Togetherness, Dark Circus, My Show, is that it? Maybe just those. Those 4, at least, I made in 48 hours. So sometimes they're done really quickly. Yeah. Another fangirl. Oh, cool. Yay. Thanks for watching. We're okay. And yeah, definitely. Okay, so other films about depression. The film Fake Emma, I'm releasing that next month, and that one is all about this girl who's dealing with depression. So it's similar to We're Okay in that respect, but instead of it being this creepy other like clay guy in her head, it's this other version of literally herself, but like a warped version of herself. So she's having conversations with like the really dark, controlling part of herself that's convincing her that, you know, people don't like her, people think she's like not good enough and all that stuff. So yeah, so that topic of depression, I have more films coming up dealing with that. It's really important to me. Let's see. If I could film with any famous director. Oh, if I could film with any famous director? Man. Well, I love, I don't know if you guys have seen Amelie, but Jean-Pierre Jeunet, that director is so cool. You guys should check out Amelie or Delicatessen. Like the colors and the world, it's so whimsical and so quirky. I would probably work with him. And then Tim Burton's great too. But yeah, I'd probably say Jean-Pierre Jeunet would be the one. We want a part 2 the high school fantasy. Oh yeah, pseudo. So a lot of people have been mentioning that I should maybe make a sequel to Tree Hugger. And I wasn't really thinking about making sequels, but then I got a lot of comments about it. So I think if I just get like enough more people wanting that, then I'll start to talk to those actors and I'll see if maybe they want to do it. Cuz it's not out of the question. It's possible, you know, if I get enough people. So, if you really want that, you guys should like, you know, share the film, or I don't know, just find a creative way to see if other people want it too. So if we can get a group of people who really want me to make a sequel, then I'll talk to the actors and I'll try to make that happen for you guys. So yeah. Eve, I love you. Aww. That sounds so cool. Oh, bye Katie. Thank you for the questions. Make a sequel to Tree Hugger sequel, yay! Aw, thank you guys for your support in my films. It really means a lot. Thanks for watching my films. I really appreciate all the comments and all of that. It really gives me, you know, drive to continue making films and to tell the stories I'm telling. So thank you for your support. Yeah. Well, I think the phone that I'm on is gonna die soon. So I guess I should probably wrap this up. So I guess you guys have any final questions, or I don't know, any other last things you want me to know or you want me to consider for my future films? This would be your chance. I've always Eve Masterman. You should send me you should like the All Around Artsy page on Facebook and like send your resume and headshot if you want, because I'm always looking for actors. So you know? So do that if you want. Yeah. So it seems like there are no other questions, so I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. So yeah, thank you guys for asking your questions and saying hi and sending your love. I'm sending my love back, and I'm sending hugs. Thank you for just all your support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so on Facebook, I have a page for All Around Artsy, so feel free to check that out. I have an Instagram. There's a website for All Around Artsy, so check out all those links if you want. Keep on commenting and sharing. That means so much to me. And if you guys, really want me to make a specific thing, just reach out. And if there's enough support and enthusiasm, I'd love that. Yeah, I love hearing from you guys. It means so much to me. So yeah, so I'm sending out smiles, and magic, and love. So stay tuned. So next month I'm going to release at least 2 more films. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you, guys.